Thank you for joining me. It's Tracy HD, and we're doing the February 2015 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio. And as we shuffle the deck, I'm asking that all angels, light beings, and God please relay the message for the highest good of all. So for the beginning of the month, we take a card from the top. And for the middle of the month, I will take one from the middle. And for the end of the month, I take one from the bottom. Okay, beautiful cards. These cards are the Crystal Visions Tarot from Jennifer Galasso. And the first card we have is the Eight of Wands. And we have all of these unicorns. And they're going every which way. This one's turning that way. That one's looking that way. This one's looking that way. This is a card of movement. And when you get a card like this means a long-awaited message, a very decisive decision, I would say. This is a card where you're not going to be standing still. Something is going to change. Something's going to take place. And it's going to be very quick. You're going to get a message. It could be an email, it could be a phone call, it could be a letter, you could receive a card in the mail. But basically, this is going to be a message regarding something that you've been wanting to achieve. It's going to be something regarding a goal of yours. It could be something like wrapping up a project, finally, coming to the end of it, but there's going to be a message relayed to you earlier in the part of February, and it's going to be swift. And basically nothing's going to stop it from coming to you. So this is a message that you need to receive regarding something that's been a goal or a long-standing project. And then in the middle of the month, we have the Page of Swords. And with the Page of Swords, we have a woman dressed in purple with her sword up in the air. And you have these ravens above, flying up above, flying below. She has the moon shining behind her in the background, and her sword is glistening. And this Page of Swords is just sitting there. She's not standing up, so she doesn't seem as intimidating. When I look at the Page of Swords, this woman here, I notice all the purple in the card. And when I see the purple in the card, I'm thinking of basically relationship. No, not necessarily relationship. The fact that the birds are above and the birds are below, she's basically surrounded by these birds. And when the birds are flying overhead for this person, I think you're surrounded by something. You're basically, these birds are very assertive birds. When you think of these blackbirds, these ravens, I have a lot of them outside of my home, and they make themselves known. They are very loud and they're very assertive, and they go after what they want. If there's anything on the ground, they come down like vultures and go right after it. And basically, this person in this card is very sharp with their wit. And they're able to do whatever they need to resolve problems in their life. They're a very powerful person. Even though these ravens are making it look like a very ominous, very scary type of thing. They're down here landing with their wings stretched and they're floating above her. I'm thinking, oh, darkness is surrounding her. No, she's not scared. She's calm. She's ready for action. There's something that she needs to take action on. And she may not be, how could I say? She may not know everything because she seems relatively young to me. Being a page, that's someone who's just learning. But she has a pretty sharp wit about her. She's got that sharp sword. She's willing to learn whatever she needs to learn. She's not going to sit back and wait for it to come to her. She's going to take action in this card. And she's going to take action possibly on whatever message that was that she received earlier in February. Getting that message, the movement card here, she's ready to move too. She's ready to take decisive action with whatever message reached her. She's ready to bring a project or a goal to its end, to its finality. So she's ready to do it in a calm, assertive kind of way, because to me that sword is very assertive. She's not rushing off into battle. She's sitting calmly. She's going to probably think about, her moves before she takes action. Towards the end of the month, we see here we have the Seven of Cups. And with the Seven of Cups, I'm looking at this woman. She's riding a dragon. And she has the moon shining in the background. It's not a full moon, but still, all in all, it is a moon in the background, which to me is emotional. Of course, the sign of cups is a very emotional. And you have the water down here, which is a sign of emotion, and beautiful lotus flowers, and there's cups. There's a rainbow that looks like it's coming out of the cup. I believe, though, it's from behind. And she has a relaxed look on her face. And she's in a very dreamy state. She looks like she's ready for fun. She's perched atop this dragon. She's not scared. There's rainbows in the back. She looks like she's, just having the time of her life. And this person is basically dealing with too much. All of these cups down here are options for her. She's dealing with too much. She doesn't know exactly what she's going to do. And like I said here, in the middle, being the page, the situation is something that you have a lot to learn about. Okay? The message that you received in the beginning of the month, you're taking action on it, but you really don't know all there is to know about the situation. You still have a lot to learn. It's nice. It's courageous of you to want to, go after what you want, but you're still kind of scattered here. You're still kind of footloose and fancy free. You're kind of still living in a dream world. And it just doesn't seem like, you're taking things as seriously as you should. You may not be taking responsibility for something you're responsible for. This woman's on the back of a dragon. She's flying through the air. She doesn't have a care in the world. It looks like she doesn't want to look at anybody directly. She's in her own little world. She's refusing to face what's in front of her. She's looking off to the side. Her eyes are closed. And to me, she's not willing to look at what is right in front of her. She refuses to face something. She refuses to come back down to earth. Let's say that. She's up in the air. She refuses to come back down to earth. She's not thinking clearly enough. She's not looking at the situation seriously enough. She's not taking as much responsibility as she should. She seems content. She's not in distress, but she's just not, how could I say? She's just not knowledgeable enough yet about what the situation is, what she needs to do to really take action. In the middle of the month, you think you know what you're going to do, but you really need more knowledge. The page is someone who's still learning. This woman at the end, the Seven of Cups, there's still decisions to be made. I think you need to take slower actions. You got to think about it. Come down to earth. This message in the beginning might have been some type of an offer that has you, standing on cloud 9. But do you know what you're getting yourself involved in? I think here at the end of the month, you're just in a dreamlike state thinking, oh, wow, this is so exciting, this opportunity, whatever this message was, oh, wow, I can't wait to go after it. But you got to come back down to earth. It's going to, whatever this message was, may demand that you take a lot of responsibilities that you've never known before. Like I said, the page is still a person who's learning. You will learn a lot. You may think you know it all. We all think we know it all. Sometimes I think I know all the answers, and then I find out that I was completely wrong. We want to feel confident, but feel confident in a way that's more grounded. Let's put it that way. Don't let your confidence and your excitement and your exuberance have you up in the air like this maiden here, where she's not coming down. She's not coming down. She's up there in this airy type of atmosphere with rainbows, and she's got some decisions to make. Make sure that whatever it is that you're getting involved with from that message, is something that you could handle and that you're willing to put in the hard work to learn what you need to learn in order to make the right decisions at the end of the month. So there's going to be a message in the beginning. You're going to think you know how to go about it and how to approach it because you're going to be calm about it. You're going to feel like you're ready to take it on. But at the end, I'm not too sure that you should make a decision right now because there's too many decisions. I think you should still try to learn more about the situation before you make an informed decision, and not to let your emotions get the best of you where you feel like you're on cloud nine. Sure, you have every right to be excited about whatever the message was, but know that with anything that you take on, there's going to be some added responsibilities. It's exciting, but do you still want to do the hard work and accept all the responsibilities that that new thing in your life is going to entail? Think carefully, Scorpio. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with more monthly tarot scopes.